Good afternoon, everybody. I just want to see if I can get my little plug going here without my dogs bumping it every few seconds. Oh, this is crazy, this connection. I hope you can see me. Let me try that again. There we go, it's a little bit better. All right. I am just waiting to see if Cecilia's going to jump on. I actually did get a WhatsApp, and I think I got a WhatsApp because I was jumping on late. So let me just see what I can do here. Invite friends. It's saying I've got a slow connection. Hello, Cecelia! How are you, my darling? Okay, now I want to invite you on. How do I do this? Can't believe I'm having this. Yeah, let's go like that. Your viewers, requests, and I'm going to invite. And I think this little blondie just have done it. How's it, Pens? Hi, Nikita. Thank you for joining. And you are about to meet the digital angel in South Africa. My incredible mentor. Look, I'm going to start crying. I'm crying because of just how this woman has changed my life. And I am so grateful to her. Sorry, I mean, it's menopause. But this is my South African mentor. We do have a global mentor. But the reason that I ended up looking at this program in the beginning was, as you all know, guys, I struggle with chronic illness. I had tried many things. And with the situation we were in, me being 50 and my hubby 58, I couldn't work online earning small money. I needed to earn big money because those of you that follow me and know me know that I have big dreams, and there's nothing small about me. And we want to hit the road in a motorhome next year, and it's because of this incredible woman that I met on TikTok that did not try to sell me anything, because I am repulsed by sales, and I think God's got an incredible sense of humor. But with that, Cecelia, from the bottom of my heart, again, just thank you. I call her the angel of digital marketing in South Africa because of the amount of lives that she has touched. Now she's crying. The amount of lives she has touched with this incredible community, the love that she has in her heart, her authenticity, just the person that she is. And I have made note of some questions here. But Cecelia, I salute you for your overcomings. I'm going to hand over to you, and I'm just going to ask you to share a little bit about your background and what led you to embrace the world of digital marketing. Thank you, my friend.
Led me to embrace the world of digital marketing. Oh, thank you, Tanya. That was such a beautiful flippant introduction. You were so sweet, my friend. And I'm so glad that I could take this journey with you. Really, really, really. Let me tell you something. Being tired of freaking being broke and never having time for my child, that is what literally got me into this. So I'm an angel mummy of 2 little boys and a cancer survivor as well. So for me, time was every freaking thing. And when I had my little girl, I knew that whatever I did from there on forward, I wanted to be a stay-at-home mum. I wanted to be there, to be involved in her life, see her grow up, experience every single moment, because this was going to be my only child. I wouldn't have, there wasn't going to be more babies for me, and I really just wanted that. Plus, I heard people say things like, for as long as you work for a boss, you'll never get ahead in life. So I opened up my own business. I just didn't realize for as long as I was going to trade time for money that I would stay on the struggle bus and I would stay broke and it will be a continuous struggle to freaking get ahead in life. So it got to a point where I was so consumed in my salon business that I started working 15 hours a day, 6 days a week. And if my daughter needed anything, I would tell her, okay, just wait. Mommy will take in some clients on the Sunday and then, book some nails and lashes, and we'll use that money to buy the shoes you need, to pay for whatever the school came up with that she needed. And it just got to be too much. It started affecting my health, my mental health. I was at the brink of depression. I was literally that mama crying in the shower, trying to hide my tears from my daughter. And then just this one day when I picked her up from school, I had a bridal party, which means I was jam-packed in that salon. I was overexcited because this meant I'll be able to pay rent and I'll be able to pay, have the money for electricity. So I was excited for the bridal party. But when I picked up my child from school, when she walked towards me, I could see she was having a bad day. She was teary, but because I was in a hurry and she was 5 minutes late, I snapped at my child and I was immediately consumed by mom guilt. And I didn't get to spend time with her that day. I didn't get to speak to her that day because I was busy until just close to 9 that evening. And as I looked up at my nail station, she fell asleep on the couch. Teenagers, you give them a phone in a bedroom and they in their happy place. But she sat on that couch waiting for me. And she needed me to speak to me about whatever happened in her day. And I just I didn't have the time to be there for my child. And I knew something needed to change. So I actually came across digital marketing the next morning crying over a cup of coffee. And I was scrolling on TikTok looking for something funny to look at, these funny animals, funny babies, anything freaking funny to take the load off. And I came across this beautiful mum, Michelle O'Neill, which is our global mentor. I came across her and she said, the only thing that I really wanted was that I looked for was to get my time back with my family. And when I learned that I could run a successful business, earn daily dollars online with 2 hours a day and automated systems, that changed my life. And I was like, give me that link, woman. Give me that link. So because she was speaking in dollars, my first reaction was, I wish this was available in South Africa. And then for some odd reason, I had that brink split second where it was like, what if this works in South Africa? And I entered my email, and the rest is freaking history.
Cecelia, I've got a few questions for you. So I interviewed you. I can't even remember. The time has just gone. The last time I interviewed you, you had earned just over 2 million. I know it's not about the money, but you know what? I think it's important for people to hear that. If you don't mind sharing how long you've been doing this now and what you've earned so far.
So I've been doing this for 16 and a half months now. I'm on the verge of entering 17 months. I just want to say, I've worked for bosses before, and then within a month or 6, you are like, oh, I don't want to go there today. I've had 2 of my own businesses. Both were successful, but there came a time that I was like, I don't want to do this today. But 16 and a half months later in this industry, I still get freaking excited every single day to tap into this training and be like, what am I learning today? Yeah. But I've made just over 3 million South African rands. I haven't had 1 month, or I had 1 month that was my worst month, in which 2 weeks of that month I wasn't active because I was sick, I was traveling, I didn't have reception. I literally in that whole month worked 2 weeks if you're going to take the hours and what I did in that month. And I cleared, that was my worst month since I started, was 98,500 rand. I mean, that's like a pretty high 5-figure month, right? 2,000 rand, 1,500 rand short of 100,000 rand. So I am a monthly 6-figure earner because of this, and I basically look more to that than the millions that I've made, because I think the millions scares people. When you tell them, listen, in the past 16 and a half months, I've been able to make over 3 million South African rands, it literally scares them. It feels like it's impossible. But I think what
100%.
they don't realize is like, you know what? When you earn in dollars and those dollars gets converted to our rands, it is massive heaps of money. And when you're in an industry where you make 100% profit on what you get to promote in the e-learning industry, that is just like, that's the ultimate being paid your worth. But yeah, it's a pretty penny over 3 million rand that I've made so far.
The reason I'm asking that is because I have had people like say to me, oh, you know what, they don't enjoy me sharing my earnings. So I've stopped kind of sharing it. But the reason I share the earnings, and I think I'd love to hear your take on this, is it's not about the money. It's about the freedom. It's a sense of freedom that I can't put into words. Not to wake up going, oh my God, where are we going to get food today? Oh my gosh, I'm going to, in my case, in March, I'm going to have to ask the church for food. It's like, oh my gosh, we can go to Zanzibar. Can you believe it? We're going. Let's do it. It's a bucket list item. It's happening. It's not about the money. It's about what that gives you. What are your words
Freedom
around
of
that?
choice. Yeah, the freedom of choice that the money gives you. The stress free that comes with the money that you make. Yeah. But for me is I do sometimes share the money that I've made. I don't really like to speak about it too much because I don't want people to feel like it's all about the money. But I share it so that they can see the possibility of the type of money that they can make in this industry. But it is what you say, Tanya, it's the freedom. I mean, if you take, since I've started this, I've been able to get completely out of debt. I mean, when I started out with this, I got phone calls from debt collectors more than my mom could phone me. I could replace a prayer call with a safeguard. And in actual fact, when I started with this, I had the sheriff threaten to take my stuff. I sold my Fortuner and just to quiet down debt collectors, buy a little prayer car so that we could just, still have wheels under our butts.
Because I love that.
And then I used the last little bit to get started with the highest program that was available then, which was the $600 program. I paid my website fee, my program, got myself a domain and an email, and I was left with three rand in my bank account. I couldn't withdraw it. I couldn't swipe it. Well, it wasn't even enough for a half a loaf of bread. I just knew I wanted change. And I used to joke about this and said, I prayed to God to make a way for me to get the money to get started with this, because people tend to say things like, yeah, not everybody has got that money in their small pocket. It's like, I didn't have it. I didn't have it.
Yeah.
I prayed. I just never thought that God would tell me to sacrifice that damn Fortuner. It was heartbreaking. But 4 months into this, I replaced my prayer call with a safe call. And then, I mean, earlier this year, I got a Fortuner again. So I am driving a Fortuner again, and it's actually a better one than the one that I had. But sometimes you make a little bit of sacrifices if you want change. But I always say it's also, yes, it's the freedom of choice that you get from this. But if I promote this program and I put it out there, I know the mindset shift that it brought for me, and what I've seen in you and what I've seen in countless mums out there. It is always for me the most magnificent thing to see is that mental growth where when you started you were broken and beaten and it's like the world stomped on you. And I mean, if I just look, I always say I still look back and remember that pathetic little mum crying in the shower feeling like a freaking failure. And then I look at the women that I am now and the example that I am to my daughter now. And I know it comes from this program, not the money that I made from this program, but the mindset that you are being equipped with, how you as a person get to build. And for every mom that I get to help, every dad that I get to help, every message, email, phone call that I get that says, thank you, because this changed my life. It's like another step up where you get to lift your chin, shoulders back, and just like, this is freedom. This is freedom when what you do gets to help other people.
Yeah. You know what I love about you, what you just said? I didn't know that you got another Fortuner. But that is so God. He is in the business of total restoration. And I was actually sharing with
Double
someone
for
that
your trouble.
going through a tough time, and I said, you know what? If God did not allow the chaos in our lives, He wouldn't be able to give us the things that we actually desire. He's got to cause the chaos for us to shift. So I just want to elaborate quickly, guys, on what Cecelia is talking about there, and why I'm ecstatic about it, and why it is part of V2B outreach, is the mindset. You know, mindset becomes so cliched, but the bottom line is, even the word of God says it's in the renewing of your mind. So, like, we're about to go into our next 90-day cycle, where our mentor is going to be sharing a blueprint of how to earn $20,000 by December. Now, if your immediate reaction to that was like, oh, that's impossible, rubbish, you need this program even more, because it means you have really limited beliefs. And it's about renewing that mind. And hear me, it's not renewing your mind for the money, it's renewing your mind to receive all that there is for you, because life has stomped you and you've got these limiting beliefs because of past traumas, things said over your life, subconscious blocks, or whatever. This program addresses all of that. It's like a holistic business in a box. I don't know, it's for me, the most exciting thing is watching the cocoon, watching the person start, and then even the physical appearance, like within 3 months, if they plugged into the community. But Cecelia,
I
I
saw
have a
it in
question.
you within 2 weeks. I saw it in you within 2 weeks. I mean, 2 weeks, you remember what we did, what we spoke about when you, just before you got started, and the things that you said to me, why you wanted to get started. I mean, and within 2 weeks when we had a call, I was like, Tanya, I just want to ask you a quick question. How is that and that situation currently? And you were like, it has been restored. I mean, the one thing that I tell people is they think it's impossible. But this program, I've literally seen it save marriages, save families, restore relationships. You know, I've literally seen this bringing people back together that was at the brink, where because of financial stresses and stuff were so frustrated with each other that they wanted to murder each other, and now they're like newlyweds.
I'm getting goosebumps everywhere. Okay, so Cecelia, I always say the biggest thing standing between people and embracing this, or simply just embracing all that God wants to give, is two things. It's fear and procrastination. What were some of the fears you had when you started?
I'm too old for this. I'm too old to learn. What if people laugh at me? And what if people comment negative things? Those were my fears. And the more I started mastering and learning these skills, the more I literally got out of that. I say you've got this fictative people that you think is going to be negative and comment bad things. These people that you fear might have something to say. I mean, they've never even knocked on your door and come for a coffee, but you fear that they might say something if you start working online. So, but those are mine. And yeah, the fear of being too old to learn and being way too old for TikTok, because I chose TikTok as my main platform because nobody knew me there. Nobody knew me there. Yeah. Well, I'm not too old. Nobody
My
got nasty.
TikTok was bad. I was on TikTok seeing like all these young teenage beautiful girls having these men perving on them, and me being an evangelist self, I'm going, and these young girls are swearing, and I'm going, no, my darling, you don't need to speak like that. You're too beautiful. Can you see these men are perving on you? Then I got flipped at, and I thought, what the hell am I doing on TikTok? And then God sent you across my path. Anyway, then another question I have for you. Uh, no, let's leave that one. Let's quickly talk about trends. No.
About what?
Let's talk about this. What challenges have you faced in your digital marketing career thus far, and how did you navigate them?
My challenges. Okay, I had the challenge of doubting myself extremely. I mean, I'm 16 and a half months into this, and I still have days that I do that. But I navigate them again straight to this program, to the mindset coaching and training. I mean, we've got Laura St. John there. That's literally a celebrity mindset coach that helps to get me back on track. Mm, And then there's also the challenge of procrastination and, having days where you like literally just feel like, oh, I want to take a day off. But then I am stuck to my structure and it's like, what, this is only 2 hours a day. It's literally the easiest, simplest work day to have. It beats sweeping floors or cleaning somebody's office or working 15 hours a day behind a nail desk. So show up. This is for the first time in my life. It honestly feels like I'm being paid my words for my time. And I literally only have to put in 2 hours a day for that.
I love that. I love that. Then another question. Why would you recommend that someone consider a career in digital marketing? Outside of all the 2-hour workday, earning 100% profit, what other reasons would you recommend that people look at a digital marketing career?
Oh man, this is the rich uncle's business. This is the rich uncle's business. If you've ever, as a youngster, watched your uncle with all the heaps of money that he's made, and you thought to yourself, Dad, why didn't you think of this and this and this? And then we would have been the rich one, not the poor one, right? This is the rich uncle's business. This is the one industry where there's no judgment. So I'm like, literally, you know what? Whether you finished school or not, whether you've got degrees or not, whether you've been fired 100 times in your life, or whether you are just tired of being overworked and, stressed out, underpaid, missing out time with your family, whatever. If you are looking for a career that's going to offer you more freedom to do the things that you love with the people that you love without sacrificing an income, then this is definitely it. And I know you said apart from, but for me, it's just like, this is the one industry where you get paid 100% profit. You don't put 75% in somebody's back pocket. You are not giving all the time and getting a capped salary. You are not running your own business where most of your money has to go towards monthly expenses, rent, electricity, salaries, and all those type of things. You understand? This is like what you're going to put in, you are going to get out 100% of that. And I haven't come across any other industry that offers that.
I agree. As you will know, when I heard you going, I work 2 hours a day, I earn 100% profit, and I earn in dollars, I was like, who's this chick? What scam is she on? And the Holy Spirit said, pay attention, she's speaking truth. And thank God for the gift of discernment, because that's the only reason I did not miss this. Then another question, quickly. What advice would you offer to someone looking to carve out a successful career in digital marketing?
Stay out of DMs. Buy from the person that you relate to. Grab the link that's there. I know a lot of people is like, I don't want to put my email into a link. Listen, this is to protect your information. So when a digital marketer shares the link with you, it's because there's an automated system that's going to give you all the info that you need, right? But the domain that we purchase has got full protection. It is to protect you, to keep your information safe. The minute that you go hang out in DMs, you are opening yourself up to get cloned and scammed. So that's my first advice. Get the information the legit way. The second piece of advice that I want to give you is when you come into this, have a goal, have a vision, and have a mission. Close your ears for any noise out there and focus in front of you. Focus on what it is that you see happening in your life. Because the minute that you're going to open up yourself for noise and all those type of things, you're going to feel like a freaking chameleon on a smarty box in this industry. Just come in with a goal and a mission, my friend, because if you've got no goal, if you've got no vision for what it is that you want to achieve in your life, what it is that you want to go after, then you've actually already achieved it. But if you're going to come in with, you know what, this is where I want my life to go, and this is the vehicle I'm going to use to get there, then you for sure going to be able to plug in, learn, master the skills, and achieve every single goal that you've got. But please stay out of the DMs, because that's where the scammers and the cloners get you. Grab the link. I mean, go check it out. If at any time you're like, you know what, this is not for me, at the bottom of every single email, there's a small word, it says unsubscribe. Click on that and you won't ever receive an email again. But if you're going to hang out in DMs, I like literally see people, and it's like, it gives me heart palpitations. They send me a DM immediately with their telephone number and saying, I want the info. And I'm like, how many cloned accounts of mine have you done that with? How many scammers have you given your number to? Just go grab the links. If you want the info, go grab the links. Hit reply on that first email. Make a connection with the person that you send an email, because the minute that you hit reply on that email, you open up direct communication. So if you go on Tanya's link and you hit reply on her first email, you're going to speak to Tanya. You send your questions and she's the one that's going to answer them.
Thank you for bringing that up, because I have slowly been sharing that now on my Facebook page, because, you know, that's before, hey, knowledge is power, right? And I've only learned this through our incredible community. So I have been sharing with you guys. Please, guys, for your own safety, I will not DM, okay? And until you're learning that, the only way I'm answering you in a DM, and even this is dangerous, is with a voice note, because they are not even able to clone our voices. So please, I have put the link here in the comments. All you need to do is click on that link and go and check it out. I'm about to send out an email now about our webinar that is happening tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Guys, if you're looking for complete transformation in your life, complete, okay, the reason I am excited about this is, like Cecelia said just now, the internet doesn't judge. It's not about whether you got a matric, it's not about whatever. My passion, for those of you who read my book, is I want to help women coming out of narcissistic, abusive relationships. I want to help people coming out of chronic addiction that have completely lost themselves. They're broken, they're finished, but they are thirsty and they are coachable. If that is what they are, the sky's the limit. And yeah, Cecelia, I just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart once again for just being the incredible soul you are. There is no way, my darling, that I can only watch your life with such joy and excitement and anticipation, because what God wants for you, my friend, is bigger and better than you could possibly even begin to comprehend in your mind. You cannot be touching lives the way you are like this without massive awesomeness coming your way. And I know that's not why you do this. In closing, you have anything you want to share about the next 90-day program and about Michelle training in 90-day cycles?
Let me just tell you, it is these sprints that has helped me as a beginner mama with no tech skills 16 months ago when I started with this, to month after month after month hit $10,000 and more. So you want to be in on this, set up and ready to go the minute that this launches. I'm sitting on the edge of my seat waiting for this, because this has been my saving grace.
Me too.
Sprints has been my saving grace. It keeps me excited. It keeps me pumped up. And I love the fact that it's bite-sized pieces into getting into this and growing into this industry. So, yeah.
And make that more clear to you guys. It's literally, when I say it's a multi-million-dollar business for dummies, I'm not insulting you. I'm speaking of me over here.
I was that dummy.
It is watching a video, pausing it, and implementing it. And I'm going to share with you, I think in closing, unless Cecelia has anything she wants to say, I want to share what Cecelia said to me. She said to me, Tanya Key, don't buy this unless you're coachable. What is coachable? Coachable is someone that realizes that success leaves clues and it's a proven program. So if I just do what the program tells me to do, this is the result I'm going to have. That is what coachable is. Coachable is not looking at the program and thinking, oh, but I think it would be better like that. Because can I tell you something? You wouldn't be in the community if you knew the answers. All right?
Amen.
So don't buy it if you're not coachable. Don't buy it unless you want to learn the skills of how to build your own online business with multiple streams of passive income and reoccurring income streams. And don't buy it unless you are ready to commit to it and say, yes, I'm in, I'm giving this my all, I'm burning the boat, because once you do that, my friends, the sky's the limit. In closing, finally closing, the book of Habakkuk, I think Hannes was on here. Hannes is one of the people I want to do an interview with, whose son died. He was dead for 20 minutes and the Lord told him to pray. And Hannes travels all over. And he's got an incredible ministry. But the book of Habakkuk says, write down your vision. Make it clear for all to see. Though it may tarry, in other words, it might take a while, it shall surely come to pass. It is all about, my friends, what I teach you every day. That dream you have in your heart, that desire you have in your heart, it's not placed there by you. Unless you're wanting to open a sex shop, then yes, it's placed there by you. But it's placed there by God. I believe that is your God-given purpose. Stop trying to work out how. Just move in that direction and watch how God answers it bigger and better than you can possibly imagine. And if all you take away from today is this, what is my dream? What is my desire? And then go and write that down. Because, my friend, if you're living without dream or vision, you are perishing very quickly. Cecelia, anything else?
So true. No, that's so true. I can't even top that. I think
Cool.
it's a great final statement to close down with. Thank you so
Cecelia, bless
much
you.
for
Thank you
inviting
again for your
me.
time. You're incredible. All right,
No,
guys.
thank you.
Get started. You just go and click on the link in my bio on the top bar. See, thank you so much. Or you can go and click on the link in the comments. Go into my system. You're going to go into my automation system, which is literally your freedom machine. That is something, guys, you pay $29 for a done for you website with all these built-in funnels in there for you already. By watching the videos, pausing it, and implementing it, you will then go and personalize your emails. You will also connect your domain. Your domain is whatever you're going to call yourself. If it's Digital Uprising with, like Corne, bossmomdollars.com. And then her email, I think, is info@bossmomdollars or Corne@bossmomdollars, whatever that may be. Like mine is www.makemoneywithtlf.com. You're just going to connect that to that done for you website, your freedom machine that works for you 24/7. That is why we get to work only 2 hours a day. So please, guys, if you want to reach out to me, do it through that link. It's not a safe place, this world we live in anymore, not in the online space. So it's www.makemoneywithtlf.com. I'll see you inside my email list. Thank you, all of you that were able to join. God bless you all. And remember to dream big and sleep tight this evening. And when you wake up tomorrow, pursue those dreams with everything you got, because you know what? There's no limits to what God can do. Take care.